Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool 928 Porsche. This is Ethel's equipment from Texas. And this is the initial check out of this telephone. Now these are highly collectible, and she's got a note here with the telephone, and she's talking about when she tries to dial out that the telephone does not dial out properly. And so what's going on is, although these telephones have a keypad that look like they're touch tone, it only dials out in the pulse mode. So it's dialing out in the rotary signal. And so what we want to do is we want to turn this into a touch tone phone. That's what she's asked us to do. And what we want to do is go through this telephone, and I want to give you a look at it. We have the cover loose. I'm going to show you the main PC board. And this is what the configuration of the board is. Now, this board is not capable of a touch tone signal, so we're going to have to remove it. We have another board here at the shop that we may be able to configure into the situation and use that board. So we have to remove this PC board and then redesign everything. We've got to worry about our hook switch, our receiver, our transmitter, our keypad. So there's going to be a lot into this conversion. And we want to get a start on it. Show you the bottom of the telephone here, the keypad area, one last time. So we'll take a short break and we'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion of this really cool 928 Porsche telephone. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're going to show you a little bit about what's going on. We have our two PC boards removed, and we have the keypad board right here. So basically when you push a number, it will make a contact with these traces here and then dial your number. So everything is loose. We're going to have to redesign everything on the inside of the telephone, but we're going to use the original PC board. Now, we're also going to have to redesign some of the traces, because on this telephone, our star button is a mute and the pound button is a redial. And we want to have a star and a pound. And we're going to go ahead and leave the front of the keypad is going to be left with the original style that it's at, but it's going to be an actual star when we're done and an actual pound. And you won't have to pay attention to the mute and redial. So we're going to utilize the original PC board for our momentary switches. We have to use that. It's a precise size. So that's going to have to be broke away from the PC board, and then we're going to have to solder on new leads to make it over to our new board, and then rewire everything in the way we want it wired to work the way we want it to work. And then we're going to have to redesign traces on this PC board. So there's a lot involved in the reconversion or redesign of this telephone to turn it into an actual touch tone telephone. Now, at this point, we're not thinking about our switch that you would see. They have ringer off and on. So we're going to see how that all works out. but we need to get the initial design redesigned and then installed, and then we'll start worrying about some other issues here that we have. And we also are going to have an issue with the hook switch. That's going to be another situation, and that's located right in this area. So that's going to have to be redesigned and moved because our PC board that we're wiring to this keypad is bigger than this board, so we've got to make sure that we get that in. We'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion of this really cool 928 Porsche. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're in the middle of the process of repairing and converting this Porsche telephone, and we want to kind of show what's going on here. Now, we have the PC board for the keypad, and this is the original board, and we have to use it in the design and incorporate it because it fits the telephone. So we have to take this PC board, reconfigure some of the traces the way we need them to work, the way we want them to work, to incorporate that into a new PC board that has a touch tone function. And so since this is just a pulse board that's in the main PC board, we cannot use that. So this shows you a little bit about what goes on. We would have done some of the reconfiguration on the board, but we were able to do that in our connections here. And we had to add the wiring because we have to wire this board to the touch tone board. So that kind of gives you a look at basically what goes on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start connecting this PC board, which is the original PC board for the keypad, to our new board, which is touch tone. And so we're going to start that process, and we'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion of this really cool 928 Porsche telephone. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we've went ahead and wired our PC board for our keypad to the new board. And now what we want to do is we want to test our numbers. So if you watch the analyzer, you're going to watch the numbers roll by. I want to go ahead and plug the unit in. It seized the analyzer, and now we'll go ahead and try our numbers. And I'm going to start out with a 1. So it dialed that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, star, 0, pound, and I'm going to end in a 2. We want to go ahead and unplug our line cord so we know that our numbers are racking off properly. Now what we want to do is we want to work on putting our board in place of the other board, the original board, and we also want to figure out the hook switch and some other issues that we have to take care of. So basically we have to fit the second board or the redesign board into the unit and make everything work together. So we're going to go ahead and start all that designing out, and we'll come back and we'll get some more video as we move forward in the repair and conversion of this really cool 928 Porsche. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair and conversion of this 928 Porsche car telephone, and we're ready to start our final checkout. Now we also want to show you the original PC board. It only dialed out in the pulse mode, and that's no longer needed, so we'll set that to the side. It's of no use to us. We also want to mention our amplified pickup. We use this in troubleshooting, repairing, and on our final checkout. It's amplified so that you can hear the audio from a receiver. So we want to go ahead and ring this telephone, and it's got a unique ring cycle to it now. Before, with the original PC board, it just had a piezo buzzer sound, and it's a little unique. So we want to go ahead and ring the unit, so we'll use the analyzer and we'll send a ring cycle. We're going to let that go a few times. We'll let it go one more time. We'll give you some dial tone. We want to dial our numbers out. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. We're going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the telephone. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So now that we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle, it's dialing out, we have transmit and receive, we can go ahead and push this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out, totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we can call a time and temp number. So we'll go ahead and we'll lay our telephone down, we'll give you some dial tone, and we'll make that call.
Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, November 18th. The time is 3:03. Current temperature 63 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area. Mostly cloudy and windy today, high around 60. Temperature steady or slowly falling in the afternoon. South winds gusting to 35. Partly cloudy tonight, lows around 40. Mostly sunny Thursday, high 55.
We can hang up. We'll give you some dial tone. We'll call my number and it'll be busy. We can go ahead and hang up. Now we also want to show that we covered the switch area, and that's not needed any longer. There is no choice between pulse and tone. We just went ahead and went with the tone mode, and that's all we need. So that was covered up, and we'll give you a little bit of a view of that. We can go ahead and set our 928 Porsche down. Now that we know that this really cool telephone has been repaired and converted, we can return it to Ethel and she can enjoy this car telephone once again. I'm sure it's going to look great no matter where it's used. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com. And you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.